Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday. The weekend is almost upon us. It is April 9th, 2021. And before we jump into things here, I want to remind everyone to like and comment down below to make sure that I grow in the algorithm. And there's also links in my description, and those links really help me out. Whether it's Patreon, I have a variety of tiers, and some of those tiers might be right for you. And I also have a TCG Player affiliate link, and any sort of purchase you make using that link, I will get a small little bonus, and that always will help my channel grow, and I'll be very appreciative of it. Okay, let's jump right into these movers, starting off with Rabinia Soul Singer from Legends. This one is up 5.08% from $40.58 to $42.64. Now, it is a commander that's registered on MTG Goldfish, but it sees a variety of play in other commander decks as well. But if you'd like to build any of these decks and you want this card in it, is a cheaper copy that's about 36 cents. That's Chronicles. Life from the Loan. This is the Secret Lair series version of the card. This is at 5.26% today, from $28.87 to $30.39. Now, this card sees a lot of play in Modern, Legacy, and even Commander. It's mostly a card used in Dredge, and it's a variety of different other printings that you could find that are cheaper than the Secret Lairs copy. Next up is City of Shadows, our first reserve list card of the day. This is from the Dark. It's up 7.23%. from $89.46 to $95.93, seeing new all-time highs. Now, this card is a very underrated card in the Dark, in my opinion, and it sees a lot of play in Commander, more recently in a Ranar the Ever Watchful deck. Okay, and the next card we have to talk about on this list is Thrumming Stone from Cold Snap. This card is up 7.28%. to $56.19 to $60.28. He's a lot of playing Commander, more recently on Athreos, God of the Passage deck. And there was printed also on the list recently, which is a cheaper copy for about $48 on the market. Smothering Tithe from Ravnica Allegiance. This card is up 7.45% from $37.16 to $39.93. It is one of the best cards in Ravnica Allegiance, and it sees a lot of play in Commander, more recently in Atraxa Praetor's Voice deck, but it also sees a variety of play in other decks as well. Next up on the list is Elvish Champion. This is a card we've seen frequent this list multiple times throughout the last 2 weeks, and this card is the 10th edition version of it. It is up 7.89% from $13.30 to $14.35. Sees a lot of play, mostly in Elf Tribal Commander decks. More copies of this card are in Lateral Blade of Elves than any other Elf deck. Fairy Artisans from Commander 2016. This card was on our list yesterday, and it's on our list again, up another 8.84%, seeing new all-time highs from $18.33 to $19.95. Now, it's a card that was printed in Commander 2016, so it sees a lot of play in Commander, obviously. Most recently, a Brutaclad Telkur Engineer deck, but it also sees a variety of play in other decks as well. Next up is North Star, another reserve list card on the list from Legends. This card is up 10.14% today, from $91.38 to $100.65. Now, look at that retrace that happened earlier in the year. It was over $200 recently, but now it looks like it's starting to go up back again. I'm not sure if it's going to be a buyout or not, though. All right, next is Nebuchadnezzar from Legends. This Legends card is up 11.96% today, from $100.12 to $112.09. It was printed in other sets besides this. This is the most expensive copy of the card, and it does see a variety of playing Commander, even in a Nebuchadnezzar deck registered on MTG Goldfish. Next up, Sakashima of 1,000 Faces. This Commander Legends card has shown up on this list the past week and this week as well. It is up 12.75% today, from $25.88 to $29.18. Now, this card sees most of its playing Commander, and the most copies of this card are in a Coma Cosmos Serpent deck. Oubliette version 2 from Arabian Nights. This card is up 13.64% from $31.31 to $35.58. Sees a lot of play, mostly in Pauper, in Black-Red Pauper, but it also sees a variety of play in different Commander decks. There was a cheaper copy that was released recently in Double Masters, so if you want to use that card specifically to use it in a deck, that might be the best version of the card. Jeska's Will from Commander Legends. This card is up 21.61% today, from $8.70 to $10.58. Now, this card was printed recently, but there's no other copies available of this card, and it does see a variety of play in a multitude of commander decks, more recently at Krark the Thumbless. Soul Echo, our top card on the list here today, and it is a reserve list card from Mirage. This card is at 49.44% from $2.67 to $3.99. Now there actually is one registered deck that I found that is using this card, and that is a Selenia Dark Angel deck. Okay, I wanted to talk about the biggest sliver moves this week. These cards have been moving like crazy. And the first card I wanted to talk about on this list is Crystalline Sliver. This is the version that came out in Stronghold. It's up 19.61% from $6.22 to $7.44, and that is its price movement throughout the entire week. Manoweth Sliver from Magic 2014. This card throughout the week went up 42.53% from $2.61 to $3.72. Okay, and the next sliver we have to talk about on this list is Shifting Sliver from Legions. This card went up 49.12% throughout this week from $2.83 to $4.22. But look at that foil price. It's really close to approaching $90 as its average price on the market. Okay, and the next sliver I wanted to talk about was Venom Sliver. This is from Magic 2015, another core set. Throughout the week, this has jumped 52.58% from $1.94 to $2.96. And look at that foil price, about $20 on the market. Next sliver we have, and last sliver, is Root Sliver, another sliver from Legions. This one is up 67.62% from $5.62 to $9.42 as it's moved a massive amount throughout this week. And that foil price, look at that, sitting there at a nice $90 as its average market price. Okay, and now it is time for my final thoughts. But before we jump into that, I wanted to actually give a little announcement. I'm actually getting married tomorrow, so I will have a video scheduled. It is a random buy video for Saturday, and then I'll have to think up something to put out on Sunday, as I do like to put out videos every day. I also want to remind everyone that there has been some glitchy activity with YouTube lately. I've been noticing they were deleting likes on my last 4 videos. I've seen it in YouTube Studio. It would go up, then they would lose like 6, and then throughout the day I'd get those 6 back, and they lose 4, then it would come back up again. It's very frustrating, and it's very demoralizing as a YouTube creator. So please remember to like and subscribe if I'm finding you out in the YouTube verse. I really appreciate it. It's interesting because we've had a lot of Commander Legends cards that were on the list today, so that seems to be really moving the market. Yesterday, it was actually Modern Horizons, which was the set that was moving the market movers the most, but now it's shifted over to another fairly recent set. We are still seeing a bit of reserve list cards, but not quite as much as we did before. I still think there is buyouts happening. There's just not as much as there was last month. But with that being said, I do make videos Monday to Friday, so please subscribe if you're new to the channel, like, and leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite market mover is from the day. And with that being said, I'll see you on Monday for another Market Movers. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.